开始了一个新的视频。那么今天我们又要来听一个新的一首歌啊！如果你不知道我叫可尚德，也不是科德尚，也不是尚科德。我看到评论区，我看到弹幕，记住我的名字啊！今天我们又要让就听一首歌，这首歌火不火？巨火啊！巨火，爆火，超级火，无敌火。OK， 我的中文不行了。主要是想让就听一下，也特意让他必须看歌词，因为某一些人想吐槽一下这个歌词哦，就是说有一点cheesy或者啥。
这是可以说的吗？可以。对，他说了。
别生气，如果你觉得这首歌不太好听，如果你觉得啊，尚德你怎么让就听这首歌呢？这首歌没那么好听，中国有那么好听的歌呢？对，首先超过5万点赞点个赞。如果他超过5万点赞，然后评论最高的推荐的一首歌，如果我们没有做过，我们就去听那首歌。废话不多说啊，咱们就开始。
大家好 and hello Sander. Today you sent me a song by 李荣浩。
他的这个发音怎么样？这个李荣浩，他这个发音1到10，记得。
Song is called 乌梅子酱。This song actually quite recent. I've got it at about 3 months old at the time of recording this video. So I just looked up a little bit about Li Ronghao, and as well, he's quite a modern artist making his breakthrough in 2013, where he won an award for Best New Singer, and ever since his debut then, it looks like he's been doing pretty well.So I'm excited to hear this new song that he's released.
等一下啊，你们觉得李荣浩是怎么样？发个弹幕，跟我们说一下你怎么看。
Without further ado, let's listen. Is it gonna be a love song?
Of course， 你没看那个
I wasn't too sure by the title.
背靠在树枝上，蜻蜓落在露水旁乘凉，表白后的乌梅树下突然发了芽。
Yeah, I do like his voice.
美得不像话，再让我想一想，
Slowly
那对你的
adding a few layers.
慢火熬的细水长流，年长长久久，约好到白头。
Chorus?
你浅浅的微笑就像乌梅子酱，我尝了你嘴角唇膏薄荷味道，是甜甜的情。
不看了。
决定，因为你每个害羞的反应，你浅浅的微笑就像乌梅子酱。
There's the title. I get it now.
我好喜欢厚厚的甜蜜感，用幸福撑干成一些收藏。
Okay, strange lyrics there. Oh, I really like that last line. Oh, and I really like that interlude. Okay. So far, this obviously is a love song, and I really enjoyed in the first verse how everything was introduced slowly. The guitar arpeggios are very, very nice here. His voice is very soft, but up close, it sounds all very personal. I liked when the piano came in, because not only did it provide a little bit of accompaniment to the guitar arpeggios, adding the chords, but the accompaniment to the voice as well. Some of the lines sort of follow the voice and just really thickens up that vocal melody. Then when we come into the chorus, everything from the intro comes back in, and it feels much thicker, a lot more complete. The bass line here is awesome. once we get just out of the chorus into this interlude, it has this really nice filling section, and the interlude also changes the feel a little bit. We have some nice harmonies in there, and you know that I am a big fan of the melodica and he uses this here in the intro and in the chorus. The melodica actually I feel appears a lot more in like Chinese and Asian music, a lot more than in the West anyway. So I don't know why that is, but I'd like to hear more of it.
摇曳小着味道，暮暮朝朝，比例刚刚好。果若被教导
Now the melodica is given a counter melody, filling in between the vocals.
我为你依靠。
I like there's no messing about there to get back into the chorus. Oh my god, those little vocals. That's really good. Slightly different melody in the back, second time round. And slightly different chord progression. Nice. Nice. Okay, so what did I think? Well, I feel like when the song started, I thought, oh, it's going to be something that I've heard before, a song, a ballad, and that's it. But it pleasantly surprised me, actually, in its complexity. And I think that comes from two factors. I think that comes from the way that the composition actually makes the song quite exciting, because it's in a major key, which can be quite boring. It's just a happy key, blah, 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 it's fine. But there's some interesting movements in there, in the harmony, which make it more interesting. The second thing that is quite interesting is the lyrics. Obviously, he's thinking of those things, those items that remind him of the sweetness of love. And that is where we get these main comparisons from. Actually, there isn't words for this love. We're talking about beauty beyond words. There isn't words for this. And then he says, okay, let me think. Well, how can I put this in a way that you'll understand? Okay, it's going to sound silly. It's going to be weird. But this is what love is. Saying that your smile is like jam. You know, your lips are mint flavor. And then he knows that this is cheesy. He's self-aware on that matter. Then we come to this line, which is a bit strange. I don't understand this very well, I don't think. So I actually quickly spoke to Lin on this one, and he says that the love is to be weighed in the steel yard. Okay, that makes sense, because it's trying to say that the love is very dense, it's very heavy, and so therefore you need a big set of scales to weigh it, right? I guess. So that to me is a really strange comparison, but you know that for the setup for these lyrics, he is self-aware on how silly these comparisons are, but it's the only way he can convey how he feels.
OK， 那可能他知道这样子才能吸引到别人的注意力哦，因为大家都知道，在短视频现在不一定是好听的歌能火，但是你说的对的歌词，你就能火。
Li Ronghao is very, very talented guy. It says here at the end, you know, he's done pretty much all of the process himself. It takes one kind of perfectionist to say, I want to hold on to all of this and make it exactly how I want it. He's had ultimate control over how this has turned out, and I think that gives it a bigger, more complete vision for the song. Okay. Finally, to talk about the harmony here, we have a good use of semitone. You know, so in the first verse, for example, we start off with, And then towards the end of the motif in the first verse, we just have this move here. And that is what makes it interesting. You know, we have these jazzy chords in here at the start. You know, that's interesting, but I really like this movement here between...
Which one?
I feel like that's a very Mando pop R&B move to do that as well. So, but that's interesting. Okay, so I like that. We have some good chord movements in the chorus. I'm going to just try and emphasize them. So the harmonies, the emphasis might not be exactly the same as on the track here, but it'll emphasize these chord moves that make it interesting. We have this B7 and this B minor 7. They both show up in the chorus, so again, it's that semitone move just outside of the key of A major. And then in this interlude, say we have the normal melody. Okay, so those are the normal notes in A major. But just for this interlude, we change that. And then finally, just to talk about the overall composition, I really like that actually we end the way that we start. I feel like if we just fade it out, it's not very happy, is it? It just has that little hint of maybe ending on a sad note, not as sweet. So we bring in this main melody again, which makes everything brighter to end on. And then we end strong on that A chord, which is the strength throughout the song. We're in A major, it resolves to the 1 all the time. It does it before the chorus, it does it at the end of the chorus. We start on the A chord in the chorus, so we end on it at the end of the song. It makes everything very sweet. The only thing I would do differently there is you could end it like he does here. That's nice, that's fine. But I really like this. I don't know, what do you think, Sander?
我同意。你觉得这种结尾的话会不会更好听？来，发弹幕。
Think a nice, more complex ending, or do you like the simple, strong A major ending that he went with? Honestly, normally these sort of ballady love songs aren't really my type of thing, but this one is starting to change my mind on that quite a lot after learning about it and understanding it. I actually want to go and listen to some more Li Ronghao now. See what I can find out about him. Sander, as always, thank you very much for showing me some new music to listen to. Thanks to Lin on this one for the translations and helping me out with this Steelworks metaphor that was going on. And I will see you all next time. 再见, bye bye.
某一些人会说这首歌有可能太 cheesy 或者怎么样，但是呢，每个人有自己的喜欢的东西。因为我感觉其实如果你们觉得是歌词比较 cheesy， 但是我感觉对于外国人来说的话，它可能没有那么的 cheesy. It's a little bit funny in a good way, I think too. But 如果你们喜欢这个视频，记得来点赞，然后下次我们再见。